It's showtime and in my element. It's showtime and in my element. I gotta get my singing voice back. I gotta get my singing voice back. Woo! We are happy. Yes, we are. To God be the glory, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Happy July the 1st to you. Happy birthdays to all those people whose birthday it is. Hey, everybody. It's a glorious, grand day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a glorious day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? So, everybody, I got a new look. I got a new cut. I cut it short. I cut off all the damaged ends. Well, you know your hair gonna get damaged from color and dye. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. The little ends of your hair be like, girl, why you put this stuff on us? Woo, child, do you smell it? It be talking to the other hair. Do you smell that stuff? Woo, I know if she smelled this stuff, she wouldn't be putting this stuff on her hair. She knew how bad it smelled. Yes, we would. Look, I said we, because I ain't the only one. There's a lot of women and men that color their hair. And yeah, we smell that crap. And we still want that color though. So check it out. Y'all know I was blonde. I was not brunette, but bronze. I've been bronze, blonde, black. I went black one time for a while. I dyed my hair totally like a jet black, and it was really pretty. I kind of like that jet black. It was real. It was like rah, you know what I'm saying? But I did bronze. Remember the bronze I had in my hair? That was beautiful. I did that blonde. That blonde I had was unique. And I know it was unique because a lot of people kept asking me, including beauticians, girl, what color is that? I'm like, blonde. Like, no, that's a different type of blonde. I'm like, no, it ain't. It's just a blonde. So a lot of people love that blonde I had in my hair. I mean, white women, black women, you name it. That blonde was unique. Even white women were saying, they're born with blonde hair. A lot of them are born, well, not all of them, but a lot of them born. It's more white women born with blonde hair than it is black. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all know it is. Hey, Brugal. So it's more women born with white women born with blonde hair than it is black women born with blonde hair. That's for sure. But I like my short. I like my short. I like my short. I like my short. I love it. I love it. I love it. And guess what? Hold on. Let me see. Can y'all see pretty good here? Let me see. Guess what? I'm letting the blonde, well, this wasn't really blonde. This is not even platinum. It's turned platinum now. It's turned platinum because I haven't treated it, but with a rinse or anything like that to bring out the brightness again for the true color. But it's actually a light gray. It's a very light gray. It was actually supposed to be like a silver. Never a platinum. I told the lady, I do not want platinum. Okay. Don't give me no platinum, girl. So, see, I said, no, have my hair come out platinum. If my hair gonna come out platinum, don't do it. Look, the last person I told, don't do something to my hair. If it was gonna come out like that, and they knew it was gonna do it, you the professional, not me. You went to school for this, not me. You went to school for colorism and all that, not me. I came to you in hopes that you could tell me something that I don't know about my own hair or about the color. Enlighten me. But I let the lady know. Last lady I let do my hair, and I told her not to. If it was gonna turn out that color, don't do it. And when she did it, and the color came out the way I told her not, I didn't want it. She ain't even here to tell you about the story. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. in the shop and washed her down the drain. She ain't even gonna be heard from. All they know is the last time they heard from her, she was at the shop. No, I'm just kidding you. But honestly, don't do it if you can't do it. Don't sit up there and pretend and play with people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially a woman's hair, baby. Listen, I'm just saying. Anyway, but to God be the glory. I love my short haircut. It's going to stay this way because my natural color is coming in. And I want the natural color to come in because my natural gray, silver, this is the color I've been trying to get throughout my entire hair. And I've been telling every beautician and well, every colorist, because let me tell you something. Colorist, it takes, you got to be a true, and Black women do some darn good hair. But when it comes to coloring, colorist, white was boss because they color their hair more than Black women with all those different colors. You see us with pink and red and stuff now, but when it comes to doing those colors, they're in the how can I say it, a cosmetic arena. Caucasian women have been in that arena a lot longer than Black women. We weren't coloring our hair like that. We weren't coloring our hair like that, but they have been coloring their hair like that for years. And so I went to a Black girl to see about the color, and she said, "Well, nah." I said, "Wait, I appreciate your honesty, so cause if you don't know nothing about color like that, I don't want you messing with my hair." In the story, and I didn't. So um even my beautician and Nadia Blue Lady even said, and she does hair. Y'all know Nadia is a licensed cosmetologist. Nadia Blue Lady, the tea place on 90, my herbalist, she's a licensed cosmetologist also. Okay. Yeah, and she has had older ladies whose hair I've seen that she's done where their hair is not thinned out. Like some older ladies' hair is thinned out. Like I'm trying to keep mine from going that way. I'm getting older. No, I ain't. I'm going backwards in life. Look, bam! I can do a backwards flip. Look, y'all see that? Don't blink. Look, watch again. Okay, look, bam. Okay, I just did a backwards flip. So I'm going backwards in life. Look. Backwards in youth, and sometimes I act silly and crazy like I'm a teenager that's crazy, but to God be the glory. Everybody, let's brace ourselves today. Today is Monday, July the 1st. Happy anniversary, happy birthday, happy change day, happy divorce day, happy whatever it is for you. Like, you got people that celebrate, girl, I'm divorced. Let's have a celebrate divorce party. Okay, be happy you divorced. But you weren't thinking about that when you said I do. So, now you want a party to say I ain't no more. So, people have a host of things that they find to make a party out of. Well, let's celebrate. That's just to keep people from going into that doldrum syndrome of, oh, woe is me type stuff, so people party to bring about a change, hopefully, and to lift their own spirits, most likely, because something like that, when you think of a divorce party, it's like, really, were you really looking forward to getting divorced? Like, but when you said I do, should have been the last thing on your mind was divorce. Actually, it shouldn't have even been on your mind. You should have been thinking about marriage, love, life, living ever happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? But I know things change. Do I know? Whoa, baby. So today we have a woman that's in the house. As a matter of fact, she's a woman of wonders. I kid you not. And amazing. When I read her bio, I was like, what the? Y'all know how I am, right? I was reading her bio. I was like, what the heck? What, this woman is all kinds of stuff. So I said, baby, something girl got it going on. Hold on, look here. Tanya, we are in for a treat today, ladies and gents. Hey, everybody, grand rises to all of y'all. Look, brace yourselves, get your seats, get your glass of water, get your coffee, get your tea, get your orange juice, get your apple, whatever floats your boat. Go do your celery juice or whatever you got going on today, because we're in the treat. We're in for a treat with Spa Day Monday. And I say Spa Day because our guest has a spa. And in one of the most nicest areas, I've always loved Marionette Park. That's in Illinois, Chicago. It's South Side, and it's behind Beverly. So it's west of Beverly, and you all are familiar with Beverly area, right? Those of you from Chicago, those of you that's not, and I know it's a lot of y'all who are listening that's not from Chicago, but those of you who are, she is located in the Marionette Park area on 115th and Kedzie. And if you're familiar with that area over there, you know, you got that bar where Morgan Park High School, MP High, baby. Morgan Park High School always had a celebration. MP High, MP High. We are loyal. We are true. That's right. I'm MP High too. That's right. That be me. Morgan Park in the house. But she's also, not only does she own a spa, but she's also licensed as a professional. She has a master's in clinical professional psychology, which, let me tell you something, like my degree is in mental health. One thing about it, people are like, mental health, psychology, what that got to do with such and such? Let me tell y'all something. In every field you go into, there is a mental psychosis that you must deal with people. I'm just saying. And sometimes it send you into a mental psychosis just to deal with them. So it's good to have that knowledge and that understanding of the mind and the psychology of the mind when you're dealing with people from all walks of life, because everybody's got something going on. And like a friend of mine told me once before, he said, Neela, everybody's got a motive. I said, everybody's got a motive. How is that? But when you think about it, everybody does have a motive. When you really think about it, you might say, no, I don't have no motive. And you really might not think you have a motive, but your motive is to help somebody, even if you're not trying to get over on them. Okay, it's to help them in some kind of way or another. So that is a motive if you think about it. So it's a lot of stuff that comes to mind that we don't think about. But let me go into this for you guys here real quick so I can bring her on, because she's in the studio and she's in the green room. And I just, the crumpets back there and the croissants and all, they're really good, but they're from Friday. So I just, what I'm saying, she got the old crumpets and the old orange juice and stuff. We ain't got no fresh ones yet. The donut man ain't came yet. So we want to get her out the green room and bring her on. Today's guest is Tanya Forte Lyles. She is the owner of White Lilies and Caviar. And if you all have been looking at Facebook, and you've been getting that run of White Lilies and Caviar, and this lady laying on this table, get this stuff done on her face and all, and it's just looking so glorious. Y'all saw the person I'm talking about. Okay, so Tanya Forte Lyles, she's the owner of White Lilies and Caviar Incorporated and Director, Supplier Diversity and Sustainability. And that is a lot in a mouthful. So her education starts with a master's in clinical professional psychology from Roosevelt University, Chicago, and then a BBA, University of Phoenix, Chicago, Illinois, corporate project management training. That's awesome when you have project management training, especially in the corporate area. Now, I don't know how much you can use it now in corporate America. It's so many downsides to everything that's going on now since the reset in 2020. Y'all know about the reset that happened in March of 2020. Okay, we ain't gonna even mention it because last time they shut my show down. We ain't gonna even give them that opportunity. But y'all know about the reset, right? Okay, well, this lady here is a professional in all areas, and her strengths and skills, her performance and project management, she's strong, and her skill set is in compliance and vendor management, training and development. Y'all know I'm in training and development, Deloitte, right? Y'all, okay, Deloitte, G4S, and Allied University. That's what I did, training and development, corporate, contracted, training and development. Also, she's in financial analysis and system administration and creating successful outcomes for programs. And that's a beautiful thing. Her career highlights significantly boosted our investment in diversity spend to align with the CEO sponsored program, resulting in a 27,000 increase in 2.5 years. 2.5 years, 27,000%. That's a whole lot of percentage. Managed a diverse supply chain of more than 200 plus suppliers over the course of the program, doubled EEO and residency shortfall collections in 1 year to 1.6 million for the city of Chicago. Managed projects for a regional sales channel program that generated 65 million in revenue. Whew! Her leadership positions on boards and chambers of commerce. I mean, she's held leadership positions on boards and chambers of commerce. Don't let me chop up her bio. But and she's also owner of a small business enterprise and planning annual backyard soirees with unique ethnic food themes. Now that sounds pretty cool. She got to come to my party on August 24th. That's our celebration for our 4 years for the talk show, y'all. 4 years. Her mission statement or favorite quote is providing training and development for individuals in underserved populations. Her quote is, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. Y'all know John Lennon from the Beatles? Y'all don't know about John Lennon, y'all go back and study the Beatles. Okay, and listen to some of his music. It's real deep. Real deep. Listen to a lot of his music, the Beatles and all. And then John Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono, his wife was Japanese, Konnichiwa, and Yoko Ono. And I had the pleasure of meeting Yoko in California some years ago, while I was in actually this business, door-to-door sales. Right. But this was way back, like early 90s. So yeah, y'all know I've been with this company for a while. So look, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. It really is. So let's bring on our guest, Tanya Forte Lyles. Grand
Hello,
Rising.
hello, hello. How are
Hello.
you?
All right. How are you?
I'm wonderful, and thank you so much for that wonderful, opening. You do me justice, and I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We got a lot of people on here um listening and wanting to know who that lady be.
Yes, yes. I'm excited to just talk to everyone about some of the things that will hopefully help to benefit and bless them. Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I go through life to say, how can I bless others?
That's
Blessings come to you. But God puts us here on this earth so that we can do good for others, and He'll don't worry about the other stuff because He'll make sure your blessings come.
yep. All the time.
Yes, yes.
I haven't had a complaint yet.
There you go. There you go.
And that's a wonderful thing.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you so much for gracing our show with your presence. By the way, Tanya, we've been back and forth, and we should have been connected a long time ago, over the weekend. Girl, I woke up on Thursday, with this pain that I could not explain. It was a pain I had not experienced before. It came out of nowhere. I was moving through the house, just doing my thing. Next thing you know, I didn't reach, and it was a short reach. Now I'm kind of scared to reach again. It was a short reach, and I reached, and a muscle went in a direction I didn't even reach in. It's
Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans.
like, God dang, not just say that one again. Hey, long live John Lennon. Long live John Lennon.
So you were planning on doing something else, and your body said, "Wait a minute, let me slow you down a little." Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you get that, where life says, "Okay, I got to slow her down some."
And it
So this
did.
time I'm gonna slow you down.
Whoa, did it slow me down? It shut me down a little bit, a little too much though, because I had so much stuff I had to get done. But I guess it was saying, no, you don't. You need to
Yeah,
rest.
you've been busy going. You've been going so much, so
Yeah.
you needed we have to let our bodies rejuvenate,
Yeah.
and we just like to pack. We all have all these things happening and all of these things going on in our lives, and we try to pack everything into such a small time frame.
We
And
really
sometimes
do.
we just need to slow down.
Yeah. And I really said to myself, this is a moment that God just don't want me to be busy. He
Yes,
wants me to rest, which is what I always say. Oh, I'm gonna get some rest today. And I
and it
end
never
up
comes.
trying to, right. It's always something else that comes up in the in the
Yeah.
mix. And so I rested that day.
Yes.
I really rested because oh my back, it went from my back to my hip and back up to my back. And I was like,
Wow.
oh my God. It felt like somebody took a muscle and just pulled it
And
around
twisted.
the yeah, the opposite the way. I would want to go that way, the muscle wanted to go this that way, every way
Mhm.
but this way. So I fought with that pain for a minute, got to a doctor, a chiropractor, got some relief, a lot of relief. And then I came back, took a hot bath, like he told me, laid on ice. And then for 10 minutes, I mean, 20 minutes, took the ice off for about an hour. Then I put heat on for another 10 minutes. He was telling me ice pack, ice heat, ice heat. So it relieved it a lot, but I went back 3 days straight for chiropractic treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happened to me a few months back. And sometimes what we don't realize is sometimes stress and pressure can manifest itself in the muscles. And we get those tight muscles, things, and you're like wondering, you're just going on about, like I say, your day,
Yeah.
and then this happens. I had a similar thing where I had to go to a chiropractor, and it was just like it was my lower back muscles, they were tearing me up, and I was in the chiropractor for weekly. It was like 3 weeks straight. And I finally got it together. And since then, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do monthly visits, get aligned, everything with the chiropractor. So I want to make sure that I'm taking care of that aspect, because we have a lot of balls in the air, and your life is very similar in that
Hmm.
you're doing all the traveling. And I remember, and I still travel for what I call my day job. So sometimes that travel can also, because you're living out a suitcase and you're bouncing over here and you're going there, and so it's a lot. And so you try to pack so much when you do get back home. You try to pack so much into, you know, getting things done that you need to get done at
And
home.
when you talk about living out of a suitcase,
Oh my
one,
God.
two, three. Hold on, wait, we ain't done yet. And then
Oh
I
my.
got all my cookware and stuff down here.
Oh Lordy.
Yeah,
Lordy. Lordy,
all
Lordy,
this,
Lordy, Lord.
all this one room from my house. So it was a blessing to be home last week.
Yeah.
It really was. To wake up in my bed, even though this bed is not bad, but my bed is
Mhm.
nice, a good old mattress I got been bought from Marshall Fields. And it was
Mhm.
really a blessing to wake up in my bed though last week
Mhm.
and just to be home
Yeah.
and do things, what I'm saying. I got my grass done. I did, a couple of things I did. I did some stuff in the garage, I did some stuff in my basement. But all in all, and I still was working, so,
Yeah. Yeah. Even when I talk to you, you're like, "Oh, I gotta go run. I got this appointment. I got that appointment." I'm like, "Man, she's packing a lot
right,
in those few days. That's a
right,
lot."
right. I had
You're like, "I got
chiropractic.
this many days, and I got to do this, and this."
And so it's like, sometimes your vacations are not vacations because you find yourself working in them. And so I have made it a point in my life. I modeled a friend of mine, and she's a Caucasian lady, that when she takes a vacation, nothing else matters. It's like, I don't care if the dog chased the cat and
Mhm.
the goldfish got eaten by the rat. She said, I'm going on vacation.
Yeah.
And that's that. And so and she said, "I leave all that. If it's still chaotic when I get back, fine." She said, "Otherwise, it's gonna
It'll
take
it'll be
care of
there, you
itself."
know.
And
And
that's
and that's an important factor, and for all the, especially a lot of times all the ladies that
mhm,
are listening to your show, that wellness, that self-care is so important.
very
I know folks who go on vacation and they're tethered to their laptops, their phones. I used to be that woman. I don't do that anymore.
Me too.
When I'm on my time, I don't care how many emails you send. I don't care what's going on, because I feel like what I do in my day role, there is nothing that major. It's not going to bring down the company that happens in my world. I don't do the technology.
Right.
I don't, so if the tech goes down, systems goes down, custom, I don't do any of that. That's not my role. So what I do in my role, there is no emergency that requires you to call me on vacation or
Right.
to email me and expect me to answer while
Answer.
I'm on vacation. So,
No.
ladies, take that as a sign. When you are away, disconnect. Make
Disconnect.
sure you are getting your you time, because that is called PTO, personal time off, for a reason, because it's your time, and that's the time to take your time.
Yep. And I like that you flipped the PTO to personal time off
Mhm.
instead of paid time off.
No, no, I do personal. That's
Yeah.
personal time off, and I let them know. Yeah, I want to get paid for it, but it's
Right.
it's personal
It's
time.
personal. Right. Of
Yeah,
course. And I
yeah.
like that in you.
Hmm.
So we are here, everybody. We're
Yes,
here with Tanya today to talk about what Tanya does with the white lilies and caviar.
yes,
Ooh,
yes.
ooh, that just sounds like we like everybody like caviar.
Yeah.
Ain't
White
nothing
lilies and
like
caviar.
it
Yes.
is fish eggs, y'all.
Hmm.
And she does something unique with it. Give us a little insight as to who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Okay. So white lilies and caviar, what are we? We are a boutique and spa. And we offer, starting with our boutique side, women's clothing and accessories. And we offer women's clothing and accessories across all sizes. We know that we come in all shapes and all sizes. So we like to offer that for all women. So we have that part of it. So when you come in, you get a chance to do a little shopping, find some unique items, because I like to pride myself in when I'm sourcing. My background is sourcing. I'll talk a little bit about that. For clothing, I'm trying to find things that are very unique, and so that women won't see themselves coming and going. So you'll come here and to White Lilies and Caviar and get some things that are a bit unique. And then we have our spa side. Our spa side, we offer full body waxing. We also offer facials, your traditional facials, which most often people call European facials. That's when the estheticians are using their hands, maybe using some tools, lancing your skin for certain things, extractions, etc. And then we have what's called a hydrofacial. Now, I like to say that hydrofacial is the Cadillac of facials, because it uses a patented technology. And with that technology, it's like a vacuum. We go in and vacuum all the impurities, take all the bad stuff out of your skin, but we use the same technology to put the good stuff back in your skin. So the hydration, if you're needing collagen, we can put collagen in your skin. If you're having issues with hyperpigmentation, we could use vitamin C to put that back in your skin to help even out your skin tone. So wrinkles, any a host of things that you may have, we have what we call boosters to help with that. We also do with that technology LED therapy. People may or may not be aware of LED therapy, but LED therapy provides a host of things. It helps a lot with the blood circulation. It helps a lot with the blood circulation for your collagen. And we all know that the more collagen that you have in your skin, the more elasticity you have. And the more elasticity, the more youthful appearance that you have. In many instances, when we're younger, we have a lot of collagen, but as we start to age, we start to lose some of those collagen. So we have to find other ways to really pep up that collagen, your natural stimulation of that collagen. And
Right.
sometimes we have to use enhancements to do that. We are this month launching our massage therapy services. So we will have a massage therapist. You talked about chiropractors. She's a chiropractic massage therapist. So her background is she works with chiropractors. Well, she's going to be coming into White Lilies and Caviar, and she's going to be providing massage therapy. So different types of massages that she'll be doing, the Swedish massage, lymphatic drainage massage,
Oh,
all different types of massages that could be helpful. She's really good in that pain management or relaxation. So
oh,
whatever you're wanting to do, trigger point therapy, massage, reflexology, she offers those types of services. So we're excited about launching that as part of our services. We're really
awesome.
trying to grow and bring in more wellness and more self care services to White Lilies and Caviar. But we're located in Marinette Park on 115th and Kedzie. Our exact address is 3313 West 115th. If you guys are familiar, you mentioned Beverly area. If you're familiar with Bourbon Street, 115 Bourbon Street, we are
Right.
right in the same strip mall as they are.
So it's White Lilies
And Caviar.
and
And Lilies is spelled Lilys.
oh, it's Lyle.
Lilys.
Okay. That's apostrophe S, right?
Yes.
I don't know why my nose is running. I guess it's, excuse me.
Mhm.
Must be allergies. My nose, Lily, that's apostrophe S and caviar. And what's that address again?
We're 3313 West 115th Street, and that's Marionette Park, Illinois. Right across the street from Chicago.
Bingo. Bingo, bingo. And we are going to put her up right here. Bam! White lilies and caviar.
Yeah.
So, Tanya, here's one of the things. What your background is in
Procurement. Yes.
and project management and all that
Yes.
kind of good stuff.
Mhm.
What inspired you to open a spa?
So, oh, that's a story. So,
Good one. I want to hear.
I have an eclectic background. You talked about the project management. I've done finance. I've done training and development. I came to procurement later in my career. I've been doing procurement for almost 15 years now. But for those of you who are not familiar with procurement or know what it is, it's simply I'm a buyer. The procurement department buys for the company, or for if you're a procurement in government for the government, or if you're a procurement in not for profit for that not for profit agency. So in essence, whenever the company needs to purchase something, it can be anywhere from we need toilet tissue from the bathrooms to, oh, we need this high technology to be able to operate our systems for our customers, and everything in between. Whenever they're needing to buy something, if that company has a procurement department, they go to procurement to say, hey, we need to buy this product or service. What procurement then does is they go out, they search for suppliers that could provide that product or service. They then do a head to head competition with them to say, hey, we want you to bid on this project that we're doing, or this service that we're needing, or product that we need to buy. And those companies, usually about three to four, sometimes it could be more depending on what it is, they would go head to head and say, here's what I can give you. Here's how soon I can give it to you. Here's how much of it I can give you. And here's what price I can give it to you for. And then they analyze all of those responses, and then they select that company that's going to provide that service and do a contract with that company. And then that company becomes the preferred supplier in order to provide that product and or service for that company.
So
So
they
I've
go
had
into your database. It's like a W-9 almost.
it can be.
Okay.
There could be many different ways. You could. We definitely have to have a W-9 on file,
Okay.
but they can be contractors, consultants, companies. So there are a different host of ways in which that procurement department would contract with them. And then what I do within the procurement department is I help minorities, women, veterans, LGBT, small business owners. I help them to be competitive, to be able to compete on some of those contracts and some of those opportunities within the company. So, whenever there's a situation where they're saying, hey, we're going to go and buy paper, do you have any paper companies that you want to add? So I go and I look for small, diverse um, paper companies, and I say, yeah, I want to add these to the competition. So I want them to compete head to head with the companies that you bring to the table. And I help to advocate for those suppliers in my role. So in essence, I help these small businesses win multi-million dollar contracts with large corporations. And when I did it for the government, for the city of Chicago, I helped to manage those contracts where minorities and women, et cetera, were subcontractors on contracts. So in doing that, in helping a lot of these companies, as you can imagine, sometimes it is groundbreaking for some of these companies. I've helped companies win multi-million dollar contracts. And I've helped companies build multi-million dollar businesses
Mhm.
because I've had the opportunity to put them on a contract.
Wow.
So with that, it was like, man, I love what I do. I love doing this. But do I want to do corporate America forever? Or do I want to somehow help myself with my own kind of dream? So um, I came up with this instance where I decided, hey, I want to do something on my own. I want to do something for myself. I want to do something to help, hopefully, help me retire earlier than however many years I have left to do corporate America.
They
So
raising the retirement age to 80.
yes, I see. No, no, I can't. No, no. So I that's too far. I got a long way to go to get there.
And they in
So
hopes that you die before 80
that's
get
the
there.
goal.
So they
That's
don't
the
have to
goal.
pay out
That's
anything.
what they want. That's what they want. And
Right.
yeah, I'm not playing that game. So I came up with the idea. I'm like, man, I I want to take a combination of my buying background along with my psychology background, and I want to do something in wellness. I love clothing and fashion and all of that stuff. So I said, "Oh, I'm going to incorporate that too." So I was like, "Man, what if I do a boutique?" And I'm like, "Okay, boutique is nice, but I want to do something more than just selling clothes." So the idea came up, okay, I want to add a spa to that infrastructure. So I decided I want to add a spa. So I said, okay, what I want to do with this spa? I said, well, I know the traditional waxing, and so that idea came into play in this is 2024. So in 2022 is when I incorporated, but I actually really started the business in last year, September of last year. So we're almost coming up on our year
Okay.
being in operations. But
Oh,
that's
awesome.
that's how White Lilies and Caviar came about, and I not only want to provide the service, but I still want to connect my procurement life and working with small businesses. So this month, in the next couple of days, absolutely, yes. We're bringing on our first designer. So we have a designer. She designs her own clothes. And she's always wanted to do something. She does have an online presence, but we're doing a partnership where she is actually going to have space in our shop. And so she's going to now have brick and mortar space that she had never had before. The
Right.
Onyx Group, look for the Onyx Group. Um,
Okay.
um, yes. And so this is my opportunity to partner with another businesswoman who she makes her own clothes. And now she's going to have you know something that she didn't have before. She didn't have brick and mortar, so now she has access to brick and mortar clients. And so we're excited
And
about, and I want to do more of that.
I showed you that hand crocheted part.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely. So
yes.
there's so many things that I'm looking to do. I always said that if I'm going to have this brick and mortar, I want the opportunity to showcase um, other small businesses, especially Black women-owned businesses, to bring in their products and services, because that makes me more unique as a business, but it also gives someone an opportunity if they were only online to have some place where they can have
A
actual
hard,
shelf
yeah.
space and
Yeah.
someone can come in and physically touch and feel and see things up front and personal.
Exactly. And it's nothing like that,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, I'm an online person too, but I like when
Yeah.
it comes to clothes or shoes,
Hmm.
it's rare that I order shoes online. Now, I might see something that I love that they have over in England.
Hmm.
I can't try them on. I can't buy them because my feet, I'm not trying to have surgeries like my mother did.
Hmm.
My mother used to always say, "Girl, you better take care of your
Oh, your
teeth
feet.
and your feet." She
Hmm.
always said, "Your teeth, your eyes, and your feet." And she never lied. You know, you can't without when you used to seeing, when you lose your sight,
Hmm.
a whole heck of a whole nother horse.
Yes.
You know, so I my heart goes out to the lighthouse, the blind. It really
Hmm.
does because these people are born this way, so they never got a chance to see. But
Yeah.
those who did get a chance to see and didn't lose
You
their sight,
lose it.
that's a whole nother horse to deal
Yes,
with.
it
Oh,
is.
baby.
Yes, it is.
Another thing is your teeth. You got bad teeth, bad stuff. You got a bad body. Trust me when I tell you, you got uh, all this stuff in your mouth. You got uh, things that are you're going to be sick because your teeth has a lot to do with your stomach and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you for saying that, because people don't realize that
mm,
your teeth, it could be the gateway
yes,
to illness.
it is
Because
definitely
it's
a way.
it's it's the thing that's it is the only bone that's connected to your skeletal system that is visible. You can touch it.
Yes,
Is your teeth.
yeah,
That's the only exposed part of your skeletal system.
yep,
There's no other part of your skeletal system that is exposed. And
none.
if you don't take care of your teeth, you it can present with a lot of illness.
And that's a good thing to look at it too. That you just mentioned the skeletal system. When you think, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, when you think about now that you said it, I'm like, damn, she got a point there. That is the only exposed skeletal part of your skeletal system is your teeth.
Mhm,
Take care of your teeth, people. Your teeth, when you have bad breath, trust me, it's coming from your stomach. It's coming from your stomach, most likely,
mhm.
most than anything. It's coming from your stomach. So you
Yes.
want to look into that. We're not going to talk about health and all that. Leslie said, well, grand rising to everybody. Oh, Randall, Mama's birthday was yesterday. Oh, that's right, the 30th. Duh, happy birthday to mother. Um, Leslie said, Grand Rising Sisters, Black girls truly rock. Congratulations, beloved, for all your endeavors. Um,
Thank you.
I also want to ask you, and when we look at when we're dealing with those type of things, we have a young lady that comes on our show also, who particularly took a lot in my healing. I had a breakout last year. Girl, I look
Oh,
like some reptilian. I kid you not.
oh wow.
I had cradle cap all in my scalp. But I want to get to the point of Nadia, Blue Lady. Blue Lady Wellness a wellness boutique. She's an herbalist too. Your same idea of what you're doing with your place, you need to go see hers. That's what she has done with her
I
place.
You told me about her, and I'm definitely gonna go and see her. I know there's probably some opportunity where we can connect together. I told you that I am on the wellness track, and I mentioned some of the services, and you mentioned your hair.
Mhm.
And one of the major services that we're doing right now that is really starting to boom and we're very excited about is our scalp detox treatment.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I needed that. You should have
Yes.
seen my scalp last year, girl.
Yes, I wish we were doing it last year, but we are doing it now. And so let me tell you, ladies, about the scalp detox treatment. So I'll start here. I wear braids. I'm wearing braids all summer.
Okay.
So I just got my braids freshly done. But in between, I get my braids and I keep them for 4 to 6 weeks. So in
I
between
see.
that time, I go get my hair washed and conditioned, but then I do the scalp detox. I thought that when I had my hair washed and conditioned, I thought, oh, okay, my hair's pretty clean, so I'm gonna be okay. Well, when they did my esthetician did the scalp detox, we have what's called a gunk jar in this process, and the gunk jar it collects all the stuff, whether it's in your skin, whether it's in your scalp. It collects all the gunk and it puts it in a jar for you to see the little jar. Well, it's not a little jar, it's a tall jar. For you to see the jar of what was collected out of your skin. So the stuff that came out of my scalp the first time I had gotten it done, I was like, oh my God. I literally had just gotten my hair washed and conditioned and it was so much particles that was just floating around. Well, I gotten it done Saturday, and this time around there were big clumps. I'm like, what? And she was like, I don't even know where it came from because it doesn't come out in clumps. So I don't know. Maybe it clumps up to. It was even so. It totally prepares your hair follicle
Oh,
for any treatments that we're gonna. That's just the
oh, goodness.
detox, just to cleanse your scalp, make sure that it's clean, have a healthy scalp. And you I do that ever so often. Like I said, every time I'm going in between braids. But we also have as part of that a hair growth program that we
Okay.
we do. So it takes the detox of your scalp further. It takes it into actually going in and doing a hair growth treatment. We use a peptide, amino acid. Now, peptide is something that you're not our bodies normally produces. But what we do is we go in and we cleanse your scalp. We extract from your scalp. So that's how you get all the gunk out. So it's an
Okay.
extraction that prepares your hair follicle. We then go in and we put hydration in your scalp, and it's a natural hydration that we use. And then we enter in the amino acid. The peptide amino acids are good for hair growth and nails.
Mm.
So we do that, and then we give you a scalp massage and then we do the LED light therapy. And the LED light therapy again helps with blood circulation, it
Okay.
helps with collagen production,
Okay.
etc. And so we then do that as part of the treatment. We had a lady who had she had brain and spinal surgery and she had titanium rods all over her scalp,
Oh,
and she had a difficult time growing her hair on the sides, because that's where some of the rods were. They're no longer there, they've taken them out, but she still has had a difficult time. So
wow.
we did this treatment and we were expecting, because we recommend 4 treatments, but what we found is that her hair started growing 30 days after she did this treatment. Because with this treatment, we not only gave her the treatment itself with the machine, we gave
Mhm.
her a take home peptide acid and we told her use this peptide spray every single day. And when you use it, then massage for about 5 minutes, massage your scalp. And she did that, and she came back. We were expecting the third treatment to see results, but she came back in for her second treatment, and we saw results. And it was a combination of, like I said, using the daily peptide.
Right.
And so we said, okay, well, let's focus on some other. She had some, still some little spots here and there. And we said, okay, let's focus on those spots. She came in for her third treatment about 3 weeks ago. Those spots have now filled in.
Mm,
So we're really excited about
I
what we
know.
saw help her. We have
Oh, wow.
someone who had alopecia. Now, it wasn't alopecia totalis, but she did have a form of alopecia. I think is like more like attraction alopecia. And she came in for treatment. Now, she's not come back for her 30 days yet. She's coming in this week for her 30 day, this week or next week for her 30-day check in. She called me and she told me that she has already seen some sparse hair growth in certain areas on her head that she didn't think that she could grow. So I have not laid eyes on her. We've not laid eyes on her, but we're excited to get her back in so that we can take some pictures. Because if we know that some treatments are just not going to um, you know help some forms of alopecia, because there are some alopecias where you lose
Yeah.
all of your hair, including your eyebrows, etc.
Yeah. I
So
got a
we
friend that
know.
has done that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a friend who's a firefighter actually, and so he burned off his eyebrows in a fire, fighting a
Mhm.
fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah, his eyebrows burnt off and fighting a fire. So, he's retired now though. And but Kevin has had, um, he also now has alopecia where the eyebrows it won't even grow back, and his eyelashes and all are
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so I'm sure that won't help anything with that, but if it can help with those forms of alopecia where it's just situations where bad hairdos,
right.
wearing braids too long,
Yeah,
or sew-ins, a bad way of doing sew-ins, having people do that. So we're hoping that we see what she said that um, she's seen happen. So we're excited to get her back in. So we'll keep you posted as to what happens with that. But we're very, very excited about these treatments and how it has really helped to fill in areas where people have thinning, et cetera, and helping to make hair thicker. And so we're excited about that. So I definitely wanted to tell you guys about the detox treatments for your scalp. We have seen some great success.
that's awesome. Now, you also spoke about the face.
Mhm.
Your advertisement shows you having treatment
Yes.
done on your face. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so when of course, you open the spa, you want to have all the services because you want to be able to talk intelligently about the things that your business is doing. So I had all the different facials that we have, but so we came about, okay, I'll do this hydrofacial and see what they're talking about. And so they had done the hydrofacial on my face, and I'm like, oh my God, because what happens is with the hydrofacial, it not only goes in and does the cleansing and the extraction, and you get the gunk jar and all of that stuff. But after they're done, it leaves this big glow on your face. You don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to wear it just has a natural glow, and your skin just glows. In fact, we put the glow in there. There's a special serum that we use to put the glow in there. Yes, yes. So and it's so and I end up going. I don't wear makeup a lot, every blue moon or when I'm doing something or
I don't
something
even
like that.
own makeup. Eyeliner, eyeshadow.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't own foundation.
foundation. Okay.
I've never known how to use it. When I tried to put it on one time, I looked so stupid. I took a picture of me, and one side of my face looked totally different from the other side. And the girl kept telling me, "Oh, that's a perfect blend." I was
No,
like,
no, no,
"In
no, no.
who eyes?"
Right.
And she's like, "No, look at your." I was like, "Girl, this don't look nothing like my skin."
You're supposed to look in makeup when you do wear it. It's supposed to look like you. If
Like,
you transform you into a whole other person, it's like, okay, who is she?
I was totally a different person. I
Yeah.
totally was. So so this facial thing, you said it just
It
leaves.
gives you a natural glow, and you keep this glow. I know I when I get it done, I keep it for like a week or so. And it's just because it's a serum that's been infused to your skin, and it just gives you, like I said, that natural glow after getting a cleansing. It's like taking a moisturizer that you
Mm,
would normally use, and that moisturizer lasts for over a week.
mm,
And
that's good.
without having to reapply.
Right.
So that's the hydrofacial that we typically do, and that machine allows us to do full body. So
Mm.
we not only can do the face, we
Wow.
have done hydrofacial backs. Um, we have a young lady who's a bodybuilder, and she comes in. And of course, they have to really she want that glow for her back. So we do backs. We do butts. You know, this is bikini season, everyone. So ladies got
G-string, y'all,
they want
G-string,
yeah, and
G-string
they
ready,
want their
baby.
butts to glow.
Yeah. Walk down that beach with your feet in that sand, and you know you got some eyes
Yes.
on you, right? And your butt cheeks shining too. They like,
Yes. And
dang,
that really looks nice on melanated skin. So yeah.
it really looks nice on melanated skin.
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
ooh, wait. This is
Yes.
amazing. So basically, what is the treatment? What are the prices like for the type of stuff that you do, like for the hydrofacial? What is there a range, or is there a set price, or how does that work?
Yes, thank you for asking that question. So, um, hydrofacial can be very expensive. You go up north or you go downtown, you're going to pay a pretty penny. And what we're offering is a summer series, and so we've significantly reduced our pricing. And I know this tech is a patented technology, and typically they want us to all be in the same price range because they don't want people to go come to your shop only because you're undercutting everyone else. But we're offering a summer series. So normally we have what's called the classic hydrofacial.
Mhm.
And the classic is typically um, the basic cleanse, extraction. You get the glow, and that in the gunk jar and all of that. That's normally a $195 facial. But we are doing our summer series, and we're charging $130 for that facial.
Okay.
And we have what's called the deluxe, and the deluxe takes it up a step further, where you get a booster. So we talked about getting a booster like collagen booster. If you have hyperpigmentation, you can get that kind of booster, and the LED therapy. In that instance, it's normally $245, but we're charging $165 for that deluxe. And again, that's with the booster and the LED therapy. And then we have what's called a platinum. And the platinum takes it even a step further, whereas you get full lymphatic drainage for your face and décolleté. So if you're not familiar with what lymphatic drainage, we all have a lymphatic system.
Right.
Lymphatic system is the system where we have our lymph nodes carry the lymphatic fluid throughout our bodies.
Exactly.
Sometimes our lymphatic fluid, and for lack of a better term, it gets stuck in certain areas. That's where you may see puffiness. You might have puffiness under your eyes. You might have puffiness around your jowls. You may have puffiness anywhere in your face. You can have puffiness all over your body because your lymphatic system is all over.
And that's why I do
Well,
this to get the juices moving.
you got to get it moving. And that's a lot of times it could be because your lymph node is holding a lot of fluid in that specific space.
Hmm.
So with the drainage that we do lymphatic drainage on in the platinum for your whole entire face and your décolleté.
Wow.
So it allows that any fluid that may be sitting somewhere in your lymph nodes to move and pass on as it should be moving like a circulatory. It's usually $325, but we've marked it down to I believe it's 245.
Okay.
So
That's
so
good
so
stuff.
that's our summer series. But with our hair, scalp treatments, I should say scalp treatments because we're not
Mhm.
treating your hair, we're treating your
Yes.
scalp. Um, we if you're just wanting to do the detox itself, like what I do in between my braids, we're literally doing that for $100. So you would come in and really just if you want to just have a good cleansing of your scalp and a
Right.
good hydration, to
Hmm.
put hydration in your scalp and just to cleanse out your hair follicle, that would be $100. If you were looking to do the hair growth treatment, again, this is part of our summer series, whereas we're offering, if you're doing partial hair, so because we're not trying to just do something to be doing it. If you just have an area in your hair like your edges or top of your head, we would call that a partial. We would
Hmm.
not do your full head. We would just treat partial. And then that instance, it would be 125 just to
Okay.
treat that those specific areas of your head. And if you decided, hey, I need to take it further, I need to do the peptide spray, take home spray, that's another $50. So it'd be 175. So
Okay.
125 if you're just doing the
Reasonable price
peptide. Yeah. So if
point.
you're just doing the peptide spray that we're administering via the machine, that's 125 for a partial, but if you wanted to do the take home, it's 175. If you were looking to say, "Hey, look, my hair is thin. I really need to do my whole head," and with the peptide treatment, that's 225, and with the take home spray, it's another 50, so that'd be 275.
Okay.
I also want to mention if you do the detoxing of your scalp, just like I do in between my braids, that's your whole head for $100. You just don't get the peptide in that treatment.
It's a $100, you guys. Just your entire head. So because that's something I think I might want to be interested in is doing something with my head, my scalp,
Mhm,
because of the fact that I had the cradle cap last
mhm.
year, and the
That's
entire
something babies usually get. So
tell me about it. Tell me about it. So that's why I don't feel old. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Because I got cradle cap. Look, but like, oh, when I did like this, you can feel your scalp move
mhm,
when you do facial
mhm,
expression.
mhm.
I couldn't feel nothing. It
Well,
was so matted. It was thick. It was
mhm.
not just a little thin thing. It was like a thick. It was layers of it, and I would do like this, and it would just scrape, just it
Fall.
would just ooh,
So
just
yeah,
do like that.
this would be perfect for that because this machine is a vacuum technology. It sucks all of that out. It's perfect for dandruff. If you suffer a lot from dandruff, this would be a great treatment because it sucks all of that out. And again, because most of the time it's because it's dry, it's extremely dry. So we're then putting and introducing the hydration back into it. So that
Yeah,
really,
it was
really helps.
ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was flakes everywhere. All I had to do was just touch my face, period. Just dry skin would just fall off, just
Oh
flakes.
well.
Oh, I was messed up. Oh, I got some pictures for you, honey. Oh, I got some pictures for you.
Wow.
Okay. I even started doing it on TikTok and I didn't follow through with it.
Hmm.
I don't know why. I didn't follow through with it. I guess with all the mess that was going on, I had
Yeah.
so much going on. I was so my energy was so drained. And I knew something was not right with me because I could look in my eyes in the mirror in the bathroom and I looked at my eyes and my eyes didn't look the same to me. And I was like, who is that person?
Hmm.
That's how dry I was. Well, everybody, I ain't gonna hold you. I know you busy. I know I got an office I got to get into and start doing some accounting work. But I do want everybody to know about White Lilies and Caviar, located at 3313 West 115th Street out in Marionette Park, Illinois. That is the South Side. You go to 115th and Kedzie. You can't miss it. Kedzie is 3200 West. It's right there in that plaza, that shopping plaza. You might see Jewels or.
We're next to a laundromat, in between a laundromat and a Chinese food place.
Oh, okay. You by the laundromat.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, cool. Because I know on the other end, you're on the opposite. You're closer to the bar.
Bourbon Street. Yeah.
Yeah, you're closer to the bar, right? And so I know because they're on the opposite end. They used to have an outstanding dollar store that I used to go to and find everything I was ever looking for, and they're no longer there. And I always want to know what happened.
Yeah, that was on the other end. I
Yeah,
believe.
on the Kedzie Street end.
Yeah, and they have the dollar. They have the Dollar Tree now. Yeah.
The dollar store is what I'm talking about. The guy,
Yes.
the Indian family that owned the dollars, honey, they had everything in there. Everything that you could think of was in that store.
Wow.
And I hate they're no longer there.
They're
because,
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, because they had stuff that you ain't gonna find in Dollar Tree or Family Dollar. So I'm like, man, I hate they gone. But time waits for no one, and time continues to carry on, and change is obvious and evident. And that is a place for change over there. I've noticed a lot of change in that area, in that mall area, from the time I grew up out in Morgan Park, Beverly, so to the time I'm where I am now, at my age now. So yeah, it has been a lot changed, except for the grocery store, Bourbon Street, the laundromat. They still are there. The smoke store is still there. The pizza place is still there. All the bad stuff. And so then you came and interjected with some good stuff in the midst of all that stuff, which is a wonderful thing. Everybody, make sure you guys get over to the White Lilies and Caviar, and check them out and get you a treatment. Because I definitely, if I could have came over the week, I would have been there. After we talked, I really wanted to try to get out there Saturday, but it didn't happen. I was on the other side of the world on Saturday. I mean, like way northwest. Way out in Skokie I was on Saturday. Then
that was way far. That's almost another state.
Right. It do seem like it's another state. So I was in Skokie, and it tied up most of my day. And then it was so busy getting back through downtown because they're cutting off streets.
Yeah, the NASCAR.
For the NASCAR again. Thank you, NASCAR. I had fun though last year visiting NASCAR, so it really was nice. A girlfriend of mine, took me. She had tickets, and she took me, and I had a ball. I enjoyed myself.
Was it fun? I mean, it looks fun. I mean, even when I'm looking at it on TV, so it probably would have been so much more fun to be there.
Oh, to hear the roar of the motors. Wow. You be like, yeah, it was excitement. Yeah, It was a lot of excitement. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Oh my gosh, this has been amazing.
And we're going to have you come back again a little down the line. But I do want you to know that I am having a celebration on August 24th.
I'm there.
We're supposed to be doing it at Nadia's place in Beverly. If not, it will be at my home on 83rd and Peoria.
Okay.
Which I normally do. It's been there every year up until this point. But Nadia's birthday is the day after my celebration on the 25th of August. Her birthday falls. And then my celebration is the 24th of August, which is a Saturday, which is the initial date of my start of this show was August 24th, 2020. So it's good that the celebration, the Saturday, falls on the date itself. So, because normally I don't do it beforehand. I don't do anything before the date. I do things either on the date if it falls on that date or after the date. That way it has come into fruition. And I just like baby showers and stuff like that. I buy you a card, happy baby shower, happy mothering or whatever, but I don't get a gift until the baby's here. I've always been that way. I've always been that way because I had an experience in life that kind of upset my understanding on things as a young woman. And I was like, wow, I bought some stuff for a woman baby shower, a friend of mine. And I was like, oh, let me get that. You go in the store, like, oh, that's so cute. That's gonna look so cute on the baby. And I get a little tidbits, and I built a nice little box. It was so nice. Only to find out that the baby came with the umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. And so, I never, ever went and bought stuff no more for another
Before.
shower after that. It just did something to me. I was like,
Mhm.
you know, and she sat with all this stuff in her house, and it also did something to her because she had to look at this every day.
Yeah. The
You know,
emotional toll.
the emotional thing on her, right, about the loss of her unborn baby. Well, it wasn't born in, but born baby,
Mhm.
born, but born into death and not
Mhm.
life. And I just, I didn't know how she felt going through that because I haven't experienced it, and I just couldn't imagine. But my thing was the hurt, and I've heard her mention about how, oh, I got to sit here and look at all this stuff, and it was like, you ain't gonna have to sit there and look at it no more, or from my end, because I ain't
Mhm.
buying it no more.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah.
baby here, I see it move.
Then we're ooh and ah.
Then we got, you gonna get a big old box for the baby.
Yeah.
But if the
Yeah.
baby
Yeah.
ain't, and I don't see it moving. Same as with weddings.
Yeah.
That much,
Yeah.
I kid you not. It
Mhm.
seems like I've been to 2 weddings in the last 90 days. So I'm
Mhm.
like, all this nice gift, who gets it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's true.
Give my gift back.
That's true because that day is gone.
But they go, you ain't
Yeah.
getting that back.
Yeah.
So yeah, everybody. So that's my ideology on that. But
You f-
I want people to know about your place. I want people who are there in the Chi to go and visit. Go take a look at it. If it's nothing else, if you don't get a service, just go get there, go there to be familiarized with the place. Just go see it and then get
it-
inspired and then
yes.
get a
Yes.
service, right? And
Please, please.
then tell other people about our sister
Yes.
spa.
That is the hardest thing with small business is getting the word out.
Yes,
What we spend in marketing is crazy.
yes.
And we are also going to be at the Black Women's Conference in August. So come and see us
The Black
there.
Women's Expo.
Yes, we're going to be
Okay,
there. Yes.
awesome.
We have a
Make
booth.
sure you're doing treatments.
Yes.
5 minute track, 5 minute or whatever treatments for
Yes.
whatever, however you're doing. Just make sure you're doing some type of treatment where
That's what we
people
want
are
to
getting
do.
that inference, getting that. Because I've done the Black Women's Expo with Sweet Beginnings when I did the Be Love Honey, because I was operations manager on the west side for the non-for-profit, where we trained those who were returning from society, returning to society from incarceration, for 90 days so that they could have something to apply to their resumes to better market themselves to companies for hiring. And we built relationships with companies, but just because we built it with the company don't mean that, oh, you got the, excuse me, you got the job, just walk on in there, you hired. They got to go through everything like everybody else. And sometimes they got hired, sometimes they didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't cut the mustard, you know what I'm saying? So, or cut the cheese, however you want to call it. So, we helped to build that. That's what we did. But my main thing was overseeing the operations of training them with bees, beekeeping, production, manufacturing of honey, and all raw honey. So we produced raw honey on the west side
Oh,
of
wow.
Chicago. It's the company who has the bees at O'Hare Airport.
Oh, okay.
The first company who ever had a beehive, an apiary, located at an international airport, which is Chicago International Airport, O'Hare. And yeah, so a lot of other companies, and they were developing a prototype where people can uh, do it in their country, in their states, adopt that same way of training and all that. And also with the apiary, because you're also helping to keep the environment alive by
Yes.
with the pollinators, which are
Absolutely.
dying off because of
People
the
don't know how
uh,
important bees are.
yep,
We
bees
don't
are
see them.
very.
I used to see them when I was a kid. I don't see bees.
I'm telling y'all, our country, our world is dying off without them. Stop
Yes.
spraying all that stuff on your plants and stuff. Stop
Mhm.
spraying it because it's killing the bees, which are to pollinate your plants to make them beautiful. Don't worry about them little bugs on there for right now. Let the bees
Yeah.
eat the bug or
Yeah.
whatever. It's gonna be something to eat the bug, but don't spray them toxic chemicals on your plants and gardens and stuff because it's killing our pollinators and our
No.
pollinators we need to pollinate our trees, our fruits, our vegetables, and everything else that we want
Yes.
vacation from when it comes to plants, plant life. So we need those bees. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And I hope and pray that you get some people to come over there that has watched the show
Yes.
Everybody hit those thumbs up for me. Please hit those thumbs up. You all, I just got to say this again. It is very important that you guys continue to hit the thumbs up when you come into the show. That really helps my show to get on to the next level. 4 years, y'all. 4 years. I've been asking you guys 4 years to keep hitting those thumbs up. I know it's redundant, but redundancy works. And that's what they're telling me. You got to hit those thumbs up. Share the show. Share this so people can see it. Hey, you heard about it. Maybe other people might want to hear about it who don't know about my show, but you know these people. Share my show to you, these people, you guys.
I shared it with several people.
Share my show.
Yes.
And also, there's a link for you that asks you, do you want to connect to one of your, do you want to stream to one of your social media platforms? You could have streamed to your Facebook or whatever as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it was on there.
Next time. I missed it. Next time.
I had you on again so that you can share it, because
Yes.
it is very important to get information out. We want to get people to be familiar with you and who you are and what you do and where you're located and all of that. So in order to do that, sharing is very, very needed in this industry. Let me tell y'all something. Sharing is needed, period, among us Black business owners and everything. When we're starting out, we're small. This show is small. Michael Collier is my friend. Y'all know that. His show is not where it really should be for who he is as a comedian. 40 years in the making, you know what I'm saying? And a hellacious comedian. You know, Michael has had people laughing for years. You know, his comedy is off the chain. We do miss some of the people from Shy, Bernie Mac and all them, but you know, Michael's still here. So we need to support that. We need to help him and push his show. And when I share it, you guys share it. And when tell them, hey, if I share it to you, you share it. Each one, reach one, teach one, beseech one. I'm strong on that. And I stand on that, y'all. Y'all already know I stand on that. We cannot get anywhere ahead if we are not sharing each other to all of our friends and family members.
Oh man, you
And
said about
if it's something that you're embarrassed about when it comes to me or my show or how I do things, if it's something that you're embarrassed about, don't share it. That's fine. But why would you be embarrassed to share my show? If you coming to watch it, why would you be embarrassed because of my crazy antics and all this stuff? That's who I am. That's what my show is. You know what I'm saying? So share it. Someone in the information here that is shared can help somebody, or somebody wants to know about it and say, hey, let me go check this sister out. Let me go see what this brother doing. Let me go find out. We aren't going to, you know why we can't get ahead? Because we're too busy trying to keep each other back.
Oh my goodness. You said a mouthful.
And I ain't gonna, and I ain't gonna call you a damn crab in the barrel, because you ain't no crab. Damn it, you're humans. So share information. And I'll share yours. If you got something that you want, I'll share it on my page. As long as it ain't something crazy. Don't get nothing crazy that gonna get me shut down. That's something I ain't gonna do. Not 4 years with this show. I ain't finna share your craziness and you're gonna get me shut down. No. But if it's something grand that can help everybody else, and y'all know I'm about that because I do everything with the homeless and everything and every year, and I try my darndest. Give it to me. I'm gonna share it as well on my show. And likewise, to God be the glory. Everybody,
God be the glory.
To God be the glory. Everybody, y'all already know how I end this. Reach back and give back. Somebody out there needs your smile. Somebody needs to hear some kind words from you. Somebody might need a bag of chips, a bottle of water, just an ear to hear. Whatever the Spirit has placed on your heart to do for someone, by all means, do it. Follow your spirit guide. I can't tell you enough about following your spirit guide. If your gut instinct said do something, follow that gut instinct. It's guiding you. Another thing, y'all already know, God loves you. God loves me. God loves everybody. And with a big back patty whack, give your God some praise. Hey.
All right.
Because God is
kept praise
all of these days. Boop. And in that order, y'all already recognize that love, peace, soul, and hair grease. If your scalp is itching, go see White Lilies and Caviar.
That's right. That's right.
To God be the glory. To God be the glory. Everybody, thank you so much, Tanya, for joining me this morning.
Thank you, Mila, for having me. I appreciate you.
Yes, I will have you back again. I definitely
want
you. And as a
matter of fact,
I want you back. I want Blue Lady on my show. I want you ladies, Black ladies, to meet each other, to know you're both
Yes.
in the same industry. We're all in. I'm even in that industry. I'm working
Yes.
towards my certification for my juicer now. I had to put my
I'm gonna have a juice day.
Yep, I've had to
I
put
told you.
stuff aside for right now because the work got so heavy, but I'm getting ready to pick them right back up. I'm getting ready to start right back with my studies again as I
Yes.
continue on. Yeah,
Because
because
we want to do a juice day
hey, we gonna do
at
it.
White Lilies and Caviar.
We gonna do it because I'm looking to do things and I'm looking to get in brick and mortar as well as mobile, but brick and mortar because with juicing you do need mobile. I mean, you do need a stability because you do have to clean the machine and all.
Yeah.
You know, not so much between the juicing, but you gotta clean it after a while. It
Yeah.
gets a build up and you have to clean it. Otherwise, you're not getting
Yes.
the juice. So we will do that. So everybody join us again tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here on In My Element with who? Y'all already know. Be there or what? Be square. Y'all already know the deal. Look,
Alrighty.
I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Peace on earth to everybody. Go in peace and make somebody's day. Make your day. That way you can make somebody else's day. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you
Be
tomorrow.
blessed.
Thank you, Tanya. Have a great day.
Thank you, Nila. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. I don't know who that was. Troll. Had to get rid of a troll.